This time, like all times, is a very good one, if we but know what to do with it. Emerson's vision for the American scholar stops me in my tracks. Often I find myself facing fear of the present obstacles before me. Challenges taunt me. I tell myself that if I faced the difficulties of past generations, I could surely do the right thing and be a voice for truth, even before modern notions of equality became popular. Looking backward like this, it is easy to feel satisfied of your worth. Why, then, are present obstacles so difficult? Perhaps we should face down these obstacles with the spirit of the American scholar. With focused vision, we must engage in a monumental struggle to overcome and achieve. Ignore popular opinion and search for deeper meaning. At this moment in time, I speak in a nation that is facing incredible challenges, and arguments among the citizens may suggest deep divides. Let's face these challenges directly and engage in a philosophical battle for freedom and prosperity. But I have dwelt perhaps tediously upon this abstraction of the scholar. I ought not to delay longer to add what I have to say of nearer reference to the time and to this country. Historically, there is thought to be a difference in the ideas which predominate over successful epics, and there are data for marking the genius of the classic, of the romantic, and now of the reflective or philosophical age. With the views I have intimated of the oneness or identity of the mind through all individuals, I do not much dwell on these differences. In fact, I believe each individual passes through all three. The boy is a Greek, the youth romantic, the adult reflective. I deny not, however, that a revolution in the leading idea may be distinctly enough traced. Our age is bewailed as the age of introversion. Must that needs be evil? We, it seems, are critical. We are embarrassed with second thoughts. We cannot enjoy anything for hankering to know whereof the pleasure consists. We are lined with eyes, we see with our feet. The time is infected with Hamlet's unhappiness, sickled o'er with the pale cast of thought. Is it so bad, then? Sight is the last thing to be pitied. Would we be blind? Do we fear lest we should outsee nature and God, and drink truth dry? I look upon the discontent of the literary class as a mere announcement of the fact that they find themselves not in the state of mind of their fathers, and regret the coming state as untried, as a boy dreads the water before he has learned that he can swim. If there is any period one would desire to be born in, is it not the age of revolution, when the old and the new stand side by side and admit of being compared, when the energies of all men are searched by fear and by hope, when the historic glories of the old can be compensated by the rich possibilities of the new era? This time, like all times, is a very good one, if we but know what to do with it. I read with joy some of the auspicious signs of the coming days, as they glimmer already through poetry and art, through philosophy and science, through church and state. One of these signs is the fact that the same movement which effected the elevation of what was called the lowest class in the state, assumed in literature a very marked and as benign an aspect. Instead of the sublime and beautiful, the near, the low, the common, was explored and poetized. That which had been negligently trodden underfoot by those who were harnessing and provisioning themselves for long journeys into far countries, is suddenly found to be richer than all foreign parts. The literature of the poor, the feelings of the child, the philosophy of the street, the meaning of household life are the topics of the time. It is a great stride. It is a sign, is it not, of new vigor, when the extremities are made active, when currents of warm life run into the hands and the feet. I ask not for the great, the remote, the romantic, what is doing in Italy or Arabia, what is Greek art, Provencal minstrelsy. I embrace the common, I explore and sit at the feet of the familiar, the low. Give me insight into today, and you may have the antique and future worlds. What would we really know the meaning of? The meal in the firkin, the milk in the pan, the ballad in the street, the news of the boat, the glance of the eye, the form and the gait of the body? Show me the ultimate reason of these matters. Show me the sublime presence of the highest spiritual cause lurking, as it always does lurk, in these suburbs and extremities of nature. Let me see every trifle bristling with the polarity that ranges it instantly on an eternal law, and the shop, the plough, and the ledger referred to like cause by which light undulates and poets sing. And the world lies no longer a dull miscellany and lumber room, but has form and odor. There is no trifle, there is no puzzle, but one design unites and animates the farthest pinnacle and the lowest trench.